Welcome to this week's Checkpoint. My name is Michael Ybarra from Faith Mountain Pentecostal Church in Lakeside, California. Checkpoints are crafted to give you timely encouragement and focus as you navigate your journey. Think of them as quick stops to refresh and realign before continuing forward. Genesis chapter 1, verse number 31 says, "And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day." Today, there are many ideas and theories out in the world regarding our existence as human beings, especially when it comes to specific questions like, where did the earth come from? Where did we come from? Why are we here? And these types of questions don't really need to be so difficult or confusing or hard to figure out, because the Bible spells it out. But questions like these can easily provoke the carnal mind to start digging for clarity and digging for answers, and more often than not, the answers that are found or created are based off of scientific data and not divine data. People are looking in all the wrong places. But the very first thing the Bible says in Genesis chapter 1 says that in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And I want to talk about a thought today. I want to title this checkpoint, "The God of Completion." John chapter 1 says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." And in the original Greek language, what is translated as word in English is logos. And a couple meanings of that word are conception or idea. And what that means is that from the very beginning, God had a plan. Not only for the world, but more importantly for those he created to live in this world. Going back to the week of creation, on the first day of creation, God created light and divided it from the darkness. On the second day, he created the firmament and divided the waters. And on the third day, he created land and vegetation, and the Bible says that God saw that it was good. And on the fourth day, he created the sun, the moons, and stars, and God saw that it was good. And on the fifth day, he created all the fish and fowl, and God saw again that it was good. But on the sixth day, he created the cattle, creeping things, and beasts of the earth. And above all, he created man in his own image. The Bible says that he breathed the breath of life into man. And he made man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. But I want to point something out here. Finally, after God saw everything he had made, the Bible says, "Behold, it was very good." And what that leads me to believe, and what I want to encourage someone on tonight, is that when God begins to create something, it's going to be good. It's a good thing when God gets to creating something in your life, whether it be doors that he's opening, whether it be a ministry that he's putting on your heart. God is creating something good. But when God completes his creation, hear me here. I want to share my mind a little bit here today. When God completes his creation, it's no longer just good, but now that it's been completed, it is very good. And I want to encourage someone today. We serve a God of completion. We are made in the image of God. So therefore, we also should be people of completion. And what I'm trying to say is, let's not settle for a good walk with God, but let's make it a point and make it up in our minds. It's time to walk into a very good walk with God. Let's not settle for an incomplete walk with God, but let's settle for a complete walk with God, because God is a God of completion, and we are made in His image, and we ought to portray that in our lifestyle, in our actions, in our efforts, in our diligence. And I'm just sharing my thought here today. We need to have a complete walk with God. I don't want to just barely make it. I don't want to just barely be at the reasonable, acceptable standard. No, but I want to give it my all, because I only get one shot at living for God. We only get one opportunity at living for God. And I can't stress the importance, the grand opportunity that we have in living for God and giving it our all, because we don't have a second chance. We don't have a second chance. We don't have a second shot at this. It's only one, and we ought to make the most of it. And this is not to bash anyone over the head. This is not to say step your game up, if you will. This is to say, hey, let's do this. You got this. You serve a God that you serve a God of completion. And if God has begun something in your life, He will complete it. I don't want to waste my days and be in the same spot year after year after year, but I want to continue climbing. I want to continue a steady pace in this walk with God. I want to enter into new realms. I want to enter into new dimensions. I don't want to just live a idle life for God, but I want to pop that into drive and keep moving forward, because God is the God of completion, and we ought to have a complete walk with Him. And I believe that a complete walk with God is a walk with God that is moving forward in everything that we do. And I just want to encourage someone today. I know life can get hard. I know circumstances can happen. Maybe doors that you thought were going to remain open have been closed, or whatever the case may be. You might just be, as I'm just tying this back into the creation week, maybe you're in day 2 of what God has created in your life, or maybe you're in day 3. But hang in there, because there's a 6th day coming. And the Bible says that after God saw everything, behold, on the 6th day, and it was completed, behold, it was very good. Philippians 1:6 says, being confident of this very thing, that He which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. And I just want to encourage someone today, don't step back. Don't go backwards, but step back into that calling God has put on your life, because there is purpose for your life. There is great things for your life God has in store. And I believe that if you just grab a hold of this and understand, I am made in the image of God, and I serve a God of completion, and I can live a complete life, complete walk with God. And I hope this encouraged someone. I hope this is going to get someone to stand up today and go into that job and take dominion and be the best you can be. I hope this encourages someone to just get back in the saddle in your calling, in your walk with God, back involved in your local church. I just want this to be an encouragement today. We're not bashing nobody. We're not putting nobody down, but we want to lift up. I want to encourage. I want to let you know you can do it. You can make it. This walk is for you. This calling is for you. What God has put in your heart, it's still there. You just got to pick it back up and carry on forward. And so God bless you. Take dominion. Live a life of completion. Walk a walk with God that is a complete walk with God. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in today, and stay tuned for your next checkpoint.